Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. And hey, the long range Model 3 is back. Only we don't know what kind of battery pack it's using because for whatever reason, Tesla decided to drop the car back on the website without detailing any useful information. But they do know for a fact that it will not get anywhere near as much mileage as it did before. In fact, it's pretty much right on par with the performance trim, which kind of defeats the purpose of calling it long range in the first place. When you factor in how much of the tax incentive that can be applied to the long range Model 3 versus the long range Model Y, which qualifies for the full tax credit, whereas the Model 3 only qualifies for half of the tax credit, you end up getting a better deal going with the Model Y than you do the Model 3. In the very beginning, I wanted the long range Model 3, namely because they had all-wheel drive, and I live in Kansas City, and here, we have, snow and ice in our winters, and obviously having something that would, have all-wheel drive would be beneficial to have. And so that's initially what I wanted, but of course, when I started looking into electric cars, that's when Tesla decided to pull it from, the website to where you couldn't order it anymore. So that was a bit frustrating. But now that it's back, I'm definitely considering on, trading in the rear wheel drive towards a long range, but seeing it only get roughly 325 miles because it may or may not have lithium iron phosphate batteries because for whatever reason, Tesla did not release that information, is a little confusing. I mean, hey, it's cool to see that you can charge the vehicle to 100% every single time, but the rear wheel drive trim already gets 272 miles. And the quote unquote long range only gets now 325. Really not that much more at all. Yeah, it has all-wheel drive, but considering that there is not a whole lot more you can travel in the long range than you can in the rear wheel drive, doesn't really make it worth $7,000 more over the rear wheel drive trim. Their handling of the new long range variant, very confusing, not very well done, and definitely not worth a significant amount of money over the rear wheel drive trim. It'll be interesting to see how Project Highland affects all the trims of the Model 3, because as of this recording, Tesla announced that the long range was back on the website as of just a day ago. So like I said, it's weird. It just got dropped, but there are questions that are lingering, and the fact that, it has less range than before, but it still costs significantly more than the rear wheel drive trim, which is odd because the long range has more in common with the rear wheel drive trim than it does the performance, especially considering that it doesn't get anywhere near as much mileage as it did prior. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.